Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Electrical Concepts. My name is Avigyan Roy. So in this video lecture, I will be talking about basics of control system stability. So let's start. As we all know, the control system stability can be broadly classified as absolute stability and relative stability. So what is absolute stability? It decides whether a system is stable or not. A system can be either stable or unstable, or it may be marginally stable. So that is what is decided by absolute stability. Whereas relative stability decides how much stable a system is. So a system is stable, we know, but how much stability it has, that is what is decided by relative stability. So now let's understand these things one by one. So suppose here three time domain responses I have considered, one with red color, one is blue color, and one is constant, which is black colored. Okay, so as you, by looking at these three responses, you can easily comment that the red one is unstable system, this blue one is stable system, and that black one is marginally stable. Okay, so if you plot the S domain if you plot this time domain responses in S domain by poles, you know what is pole, right? By positioning poles, you can decide or you can show the stability of that particular system. So in S domain, for this red color system which is unstable, the pole will be at the right hand side of the S domain, which shows instability. Similarly, for this blue one, it is stable, so corresponding pole will be at the left hand side. Similarly, for this constant line, the pole will be exactly at the origin, that means marginal stability. Okay, so now let's see for relative stability. See, both the systems, both the time domain responses are stable, but between these two, blue one is more stable than the red one. Why? Because that blue one is converging towards zero faster or at a higher speed or at a higher rate. So that this blue one is more stable than the red one. So if you plot the poles on the S domain, what you will get? See, this red pole, that means it corresponds to this red curve. So this pole is closer to the S j omega axis. Okay, because everyone knows that higher the system stability, farther will be the pole with respect to the j omega axis. Lesser the system stability, nearer will be the poles with respect to the j omega axis. So for this red one, pole is nearer to j omega axis compared to the blue colored pole, because that blue curve is more stable. Okay, so this is an overall idea of control system stability. So now let's discuss significance of time constant. Actually, that term time constant is mainly used in network theory or in circuit theory, especially while discussing the RL circuit or RC circuit transients under DC transient. When we analyze RC circuit or RL circuit, then we use that term time constant. It might be L by R or it might be RC. Okay, you know all these things. So now let's discuss what is the time constant significance from the perspective of control system stability. Okay, so now let's take an example of RL series circuit under DC transient. Okay, this I have already analyzed in one of my previous video lectures. Kindly go through it. Okay, so I have shown all the mathematical derivations in that video lectures. So if you perform the Laplace transform and then you perform the inverse Laplace, then you will get this expression. See, VL is nothing but the voltage across inductor, and S means the Laplace domain. So the Laplace transform of the voltage across inductor, you will get somewhat like this kind of expression, Vs by S plus R by L, and by performing inverse Laplace, you will get Vs into e to the power minus R by L into t. Okay, where Tc is the time constant, that means L by R is the time constant, and this is the time domain response. See, it is converging towards zero, right? Now if you want to see the position of pole in S domain, it will be somewhat like this. It is a stable system. Okay, by looking at this you can easily comment, and also by looking at this S domain expression you can say this is nothing but the pole. R by L is the position of pole. Okay, so see, this is the pole for corresponding for this system. And why I have written minus 1 by Tc? See, R by L is the pole and L by R is the time constant. So what will be the pole in terms of time constant? 1 by Tc, and minus because it is at the left hand side, that is why 1 minus 1 by Tc. It is the position of the pole. Okay, so from here what you can comment? The significance of time constant is this: lesser the time constant, higher will be the stability of the system. See here if you increase the time constant, that means if you increase the Tc, what will happen? This position of pole will come closer to the j omega axis, and as you all know, closer the position of pole with respect to j omega axis, lesser will be the system stability. Similarly, if that pole goes far away from the j omega axis, the stability will be increased. So the stability can be decided by the time constant, or you can say the relative stability can be decided by the time constant. Higher the time constant, lesser will be the stability. Lesser the time constant, higher will be the stability. So that is the significance of time constant from the perspective of control system stability. Okay, I hope these things are clear to you now. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this, please like, share, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And also in my next video lecture I will show some practical networks or practical circuits like RL series circuit under DC transient or RC series circuit under DC transient, and I will analyze their stability in terms of control system. Okay, till then, goodbye.